Right now, thousands of seniors across this country are driving luxury cars that are quietly bleeding them dry. One retired, couple I know, traded in a paid-off Buick for a European car, and 18 months later, they were staring at a $4,700 repair bill. It happens constantly. But here's what almost nobody talks about. There are exactly 3 luxury vehicles engineered, so well that they can go a decade without a single major repair. I've spent over 20 years as a mechanic, and these 3 aren't guesses. They're what actually rolls into my shop year after year without breaking down. The third pick is solid. The second one is even better. But the first car on this list, that's the one I would hand the keys to my own father without a second thought. Stick with me, because number 1 might surprise you. Here's the trap I see over and over. A senior walks onto a lot, and the salesman points straight at some flashy car with a badge that sounds impressive. It feels perfect in the moment. Then a year later, they're standing in my shop with a repair bill bigger than their monthly Social Security check. Nobody warned them what was hiding under the hood. I don't want that happening to you or to your parents. So let's skip the sales pitch and get straight into it. Number 3 on this list is the one nobody talks about, and it's about to change how you shop for a used luxury car. Number 3 is the Lexus ES350, and it's the car nobody puts on these lists because it doesn't look exciting. That's exactly why it's a goldmine right now. Last year, a retired nurse came into my shop. She was 74, driving a European sedan that had already cost her $3,200 in repairs that year alone. Her son wanted her in something safe and simple. I found her a 2015 ES350 with 58,000 miles for $14,800. She's had it 2 years now. 1 oil change, 1 set of tires. That's it. Here's why. The ES350 runs the same V6 engine Toyota puts in the Camry and Avalon, a naturally aspirated engine with no turbo to fail and no direct injection to clog the intake over time. It's paired with a traditional 6-speed automatic, not some fragile CVT. This is the same powertrain family that routinely crosses 250,000 miles doing nothing but oil changes. For seniors, the seat height is close to perfect. Low enough to slide in, high enough that you're not dropping down. The doors open wide, the visibility is excellent, and the ride is smooth enough that potholes barely register. Before you buy one, check 3 things. First, listen for any rattle from the exhaust heat shields, a cheap $10 fix if caught early. Second, check the transmission, fluid color. It should be red, not brown. Third, inspect the dashboard for cracking on 2013 to 2015 models, especially in hot climates. Now, here's the part that surprises people. This car costs less to maintain per year than most Toyota Camrys, despite being a full luxury vehicle inside. Most buyers never even cross. Shop it. That mistake is about to cost you, because number 2 is where things get even better. Quick thing before we move on. I put out a video like this every single week, breaking down exactly which cars will save you thousands and which ones will drain your savings. If you don't want to miss the next one, hit subscribe right now, because next week's video could save you from making a $5,000 mistake. Now let's get into number 2, because this is where I watch mechanics fight each other at auctions. Number 2 is the Lexus LS460. And in my honest opinion, it's the most overbuilt luxury car most people have never considered. A retired engineer came into my shop a couple years back, driving a Mercedes class that had just been quoted $3,900 for a suspension repair. He asked me what I'd buy instead. I told him the LS460. He looked at me like I'd suggested a minivan. 2 weeks later, he came back in a 2011 LS460 with 82,000 miles. Paid $19,500 for it. Today, it has 151,000 miles. The only things it's needed are a battery, brakes, and tires. He texts me every January telling me what he saved compared to the Mercedes. Here's the engine. A naturally aspirated V8. No turbo, no complicated air suspension prone to failure, like the German competitors. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic that Toyota has refined for over a decade. The cabin is whisper quiet, the seats are heated, ventilated, and power adjustable enough to fit anyone from 5'2" to 6'4". Now let's talk money. A 2011 to 2013 LS460 with under 100,000 miles runs $18,000 to $23,000 today. A comparable Mercedes class from the same years runs about the same price, but RepairPal shows it costing nearly triple in annual maintenance. That's not a small gap. That's the difference between a decade of peace of mind and a decade of surprise bills. Here's the surprising fact. Most of these Lexus flagship sedans get scrapped or sold cheap, simply because owners assume luxury cars this old must be falling apart. The opposite is true. And that brings us to number 1, the car I'd hand to my own father without thinking twice. Now, before I show you number 1, I have to tell you something that most mechanics won't admit on camera. The reason these cars stay cheap isn't because they're bad. It's because dealerships make almost no profit reselling them, so they never push them on you. There's no incentive to recommend the car that won't need a service department. That's the real secret behind this entire list. And the car I'm about to show you is the biggest victim of that silence. Before I reveal number 1, hit subscribe now. I'm about to show you the exact car, the exact price to pay, and the one thing almost every buyer misses. Number 1 is the Toyota Avalon Limited. And this is the car I recommend to more retired customers than anything else I've ever worked on. I have a customer right now, 79 years old, who bought her 2014 Avalon Limited in 2017 with 41,000 miles on it. She still drives it every single day. It now has 138,000 miles. In 8 years, she spent $1,650 total on repairs. That includes 2 batteries, brakes, and a set of tires. That's about $206 a year for a car with heated leather seats, a premium sound system, and a ride as smooth as anything wearing a German badge. Here's the engine. The same 3.5-liter V6 Toyota has been refining for over a decade, naturally aspirated, no turbo, paired with a traditional 8-speed automatic. This isn't experimental technology. It's the same reliable formula Toyota perfected in the Camry and just dressed up in leather and wood trim. For seniors specifically, the seat height is ideal. You sit rather than climb or drop. The doors open wide, the trunk is enormous, and the blind spot monitoring on later models genuinely helps drivers who've lost some of their side vision over the years. Before buying one, check 3 things. First, listen for any whine from the power steering pump around 100,000 miles, an easy negotiating point. Second, check that the rear cross, traffic alert, actually functions. It's a $300 fix if the sensor's damaged. Third, look at tire wear patterns. Uneven wear usually means an alignment was neglected. And here's the twist. Nobody tells you. This car outsells the Lexus ES in used listings, but it's priced nearly $4,000 cheaper for nearly identical mechanicals underneath. Because most buyers don't realize Lexus and Toyota share the same bones. You're paying for a badge, not extra reliability. That's the secret luxury shoppers never hear. And it's exactly why this is the car I'd hand my own father without a second thought. So there you have it. Remember what I told you at the start, that the first car on this list is the one I'd hand my own father without a second thought. That's the Avalon. And now you know exactly why. Let's run through all 3 one more time. Number 3, the Lexus ES 350. A quiet, low-maintenance sedan that looks luxury but costs like a Camry. Number 2, the Lexus LS 460. An overbuilt flagship that outlasts German rivals at a fraction of the repair cost. And number 1, the Toyota Avalon Limited. The same bulletproof engineering, thousands cheaper, with nothing but a badge missing. Any one of these will give you or your parents a decade of driving without the panic, inducing repair bills. If this video just saved you or someone in your family from making an expensive mistake, that's exactly why I make these. I put out a new video every single week breaking down which cars are worth your money and which ones will drain your savings. So if you don't want to miss the next one, subscribe right now, because next week's video might just save you from a $5,000 mistake of your own. Before you go, tell me in the comments, which of these 3 would you actually buy? I read every single one. Take care of your car, and it'll take care of you. I'll see you in the next one.